Welcome to the broadcast for the 2021 Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. We're going to be seeing some debuts for some of these racers. Balls for McLaren after previously racing for Mercedes and Pepsi, who used to race for McLaren. Now with the new team, Renault, looking to get their first points in the first constructor race for Renault. And it's lights out and away we go. McLaren with an early lead at the moment. The two McLarens on the podium, Renault as well on the podium. As we weave through the first sector, very tight corners here in the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Ball's a little off track, but snapping back on, very quick recovery. Pretty solid placing at the moment. McLaren in P1, Renault in P2, and the two Racing Points taking P3 and P4. Verse, a lot of curb, falling down to P5, I believe. And Ball's looking to overtake the Renault at the moment. I believe the McLaren, the two McLarens are the most powerful, are the quickest in this race on the straights. And it looks like there's a little bit of rainfall, a few water droplets onto the track. The two McLarens in P1 and P2. Ball's very solid in his debut, as expected from a McLaren driver. Valor in P7 at the moment. The two McLarens, P1 and P2 once again. And Renault in P3 looking to overtake. And Ball's snapping back. Very slow exit on that corner, and Racing Point and Renault taking advantage. That is Drago, who has the fastest lap, and Balls goes slightly off track, losing some of that momentum at the moment, and Verse also takes advantage, taking the position, and now Balls is in P5. Renault snaps back onto track, looking to gain on Drago after a slight driver error, a little faster on the exit, but a little more curb. Drago has the fastest lap, once again stating that, but TIGERVERN has set a new purple first sector. Kid Fury had the fastest purple sector for about 1/10 of a second, and TIGERVERN took it right back. Drago looking to gain on TIGERVERN. Pepsi on the straight, and they are neck and neck, wheel to wheel at the moment, weaving through each other, and Renault takes the inside, a little bit more curb than the Racing Point. Racing Point was a lot smoother through that very tight corner, just like many of them here in UAE, but the Renault was faster on the exit. Here we can see Verse and the Haas following Verse in to the final sector, crossing the line for lap 3. Ball's pretty close behind, looking to take back the position after some driver errors. Ball certainly does have more pace, but Haas seems to be weaving through these corners a lot smoother than the McLaren. Kyle still pretty solid in P1 on lap 3 right now. The Racing Point and the Renault are still going at it very, very tightly here in the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix on this DRS straight to finish up Sector 1. Renault going a little farther outside on that corner, and Racing Point gains on them with a faster exit on this DRS straight. As we finish up Sector 2, Racing Point in P2 and Renault in P3 with Verse in P4. Through this corner, and we see the McLaren still pretty steady in P1. Verse smooth through this very difficult corner, and Balls messes up a bit. A lot of curb, a little bit of airtime there, and Haas is still trying to get that position right back, as you can see from right behind Balls. Balls also going off track a little bit there. Not too great exits for both the Haas and the McLaren on that final corner, on the final straight. And Drago goes way too fast into that corner, and Renault takes advantage of the driver error, taking P2 right back. What a battle between these two. As we enter the DRS straight, Kyle Kid Fury with a new purple first sector after setting a purple lap, actually. Verse slightly off track, and Balls trying to take advantage. Verse swinging back a lot into that corner, gaining them a lot of momentum very fast on the exit. Balls breaking extremely late into that one, very slow on the exit, and Racing Point taking advantage of that in P4 onto the DRS straight. And it looks like Haz is trying to gain on Balls on this DRS straight after Balls was very slow on that exit, but Balls is holding on pretty well. And as we enter the final lap, Kyle, Kid Fury, still pretty solid in P1. Renault in P2, pretty solid. And we are on the T-cam at the moment for the Renault. It's pretty loud in here. As we pass by the Valor's debris, which apparently crashed, as we see Drago also going a little deep into that corner. Renault taking advantage of a faster exit. Renault is trying to gain on McLaren at the moment. We will look at the T-cam of Drago, who is trying to stay in this race. Not exactly the ideal line there, missing the apex a lot on that corner. Here we see Verse entering the DRS straight in their final lap in P4. Has also following in P5 on the DRS straight on the final lap, finishing up the first sector. A lot of curb there. And it looks like Kyle is being caught up to by Pepsi TIGERVERN in the Renault, as Kyle did a little bit of a skid, a lot of curb there, but it doesn't look like it's enough for the Renault as the McLaren wins the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Another win for Kyle. What a streak. What a performance. Renault did place very solidly as Drago crosses the line in P3, and Verse also crosses the line in P4, P3 and P4 for a Racing Point. But what a debut for the Renault, driven by Pepsi. Has crosses the line in P5, Balls rolls across the line in P6 as well, and crashes the car into the left barrier. Not sure if the team's going to be happy about that. Pretty sloppy performance. Was not expecting him to fall to P6, as Valor looks like that's going to be a DNF as they crashed pretty late into the race. Renault, what a debut, as we spectate the winner here. But what a debut for Renault. Pepsi getting them their first points and some more points for him. As we see him on his outlap, great performance all around, very consistent. Did catch up to about 1/10 behind the leader, but just didn't seem like enough as we spectate Drago here in the P3 Racing Point. Thank you for watching. That concludes this broadcast.